Hey, Tribulars, Chris Mack coming at you today with Transformers Ghostbusters Issue 1. This is the Ghosts of Cybertron, Part 1. And this was an interesting read. From what I understand when I was researching the actual action figure, was the editor at the time of this was Dave Merowit and Tom Waltz. I think it was Dave Merowit, who was, a big from what I understand, if I'm wrong, feel free to make fun of me down in the comments. But he was a big Transformers fan and Ghostbusters growing up. And both franchises were coming into their 20th anniversary, I think, in 2020, 2021, somewhere around there. And he said, what better way than to smash both of them together? That's kind of how we got the Ectotron action figure. And I love that they made a comic book series along the way. It's just a very cool idea. Let me see if I can find the print date on this book for you guys, because sadly, unlike other books, here we go, June 2019. Okay, so 2019. Whatever. This was written by Erik Burnham, art by Dan Schoening. If I'm wrong, feel free to make fun of me if I get the names wrong. Colors by Luis Antonio Delgado. Letters by Tom B. Long. And then we just said there's the editors, there's the assistant editor. And what was interesting is the fact that here what they did is they took the origin of the Transformers that we all knew growing up, and it's the same but different. So you could tell that this is an alternate reality, whatever. But just kind of listen to the way that they reintroduce and kind of give us a different idea. The planet Cybertron has been in the grips of civil war for as long as its population can remember. Two factions, the Autobots and the Decepticons, have used every means at their disposal to gain an edge. In the end, the Autobots left Cybertron, deciding to seek peace elsewhere. The Decepticons would have immediately sought the Autobots out to ensure a more decisive war. Now, before we continue, spoilers will abound because it's sort of hard to not give away certain things without going through this book. So if you don't want this to be spoiled, pause the video, go to your local comic shop or wherever it is you like to get your books, and either grab the collected trade, or if you're lucky enough to get your hands on all 5 issues, because issue 2, real quick, little anecdote, I know. I was trying to get issue 2 online and freaking forget about it, man. This book's not that old, and issue 2 is already like $40-$50, and I'm like, nope. And I'm the type of collector where if I can't get the entire run, it's like, why bother? I wanted issue 1 though, because I wanted to check it out, but the rest of them, I don't know. Just that price tag for issue 2, forget about it. So anyway, now you're back. Read the series right here. The Decepticons saying they want to go after the Autobots, but it says here, but they had other things to worry about. Cybertron, the Traveler, has come. And I love that for each different dimension that Zool enters, they kind of take the form of that universe. As we're here, we see that she has the Cybertronian look, and so do the the Gatekeeper and the Keymaster. It's just a great little look. And of course, what's his name? Megatron, oh my god. The Traveler, explain yourself or face my wrath. And then of course, why am I drawing a blank? I know these guys' names. Shockwave. Perhaps we shouldn't antagonize it, Megatron. Its power is beyond my sensor's ability to categorize. And then, of course, Starscream. None have the strength to act. Starscream, hold. It's not. And, of course, just like with the Ghostbusters, she hits them something fierce. And, of course, Gozer. I said Zool a minute ago. I've not had enough coffee today, folks. Megatron says, I'll deal with this myself. He's able to take out the demon dogs, which I will let you guys read. But she goes, I've come to end your world. To end it, now choose. Choose what? Choose the form of your destruction. And here, what's great is everyone's not thinking, and then all of a sudden, Starscream's like, and I just love how everyone's like, Starscream, what did you do? You imagined what? It was just a fleeting thought. I wonder what could possibly be mighty enough to destroy Cybertron, and what a great way to introduce King Starscream, as we all know from the movie. He, he takes over the mantle after Megatron's was essentially almost not murdered, but defeated at the hands of Optimus Prime. And then, of course, he gets killed by Galvatron. But here, instead of that happening in this universe, Cybertron is completely destroyed by the hands of King Starscream. And look at the necklace. You got Megatron, Optimus Prime, Shockwave, and then I'm not too sure who this is supposed to be here. Maybe Ultra Magnus, I'm not 100% sure. But it's just a great little way. And then we return to the Ark. And in this universe, it says Cybertron was destroyed, as were the Decepticons who called it home. Now, in this universe, the Ark didn't crash into the volcano during prehistoric times. Instead, we see that Ectotron, it was one of the Autobots. And I love how Bumblebee here is like, I think half the ship could hear you, Ek. And I think he's supposed to kind of take the place of, oh my God, the brainy one. I can't remember his name to save my life. Oh boy, guys, I'm having a day. Perceptor. There it is. See, the coffee starts kicking in. I can start remembering things because he says it's Ectotronomous Diametron. Bumblebee, please. I worked hard for my title. If you could at least respect that. And I love how everyone grills him, but he's smart. He goes, I built this sensor array myself, Bumblebee. There's no way it was a mistake. We need to inform Prime at once. That's Optimus Prime Ek. You don't want to be all disrespectful like me. And this is why I love the OG Bumblebee, because he was kind of a smartass, even though they really couldn't bring a lot of it across in the cartoon. But it's just good stuff. And it presents to Optimus about Earth having a power source. But Optimus says, I need you to go alone. And so he does. And which gives us a break to segue in to the Ghostbusters. It says, meanwhile, in Brooklyn, like it's just nonchalant transition. Is everyone all right? Well, no, I spilled my coffee and at me, you don't know where it spilled. We lose more cars this way. It's not a loss. We can have it hoisted, make improvements. And then they go into this whole the $6 billion man spiel, which is a little cringy, but it's okay. What kills me is if you can see the Ghostbusters from this perspective, like we look at the Transformers and they look close to like the cartoon versions. But then I looked at Venkman here and I was like, what what is this? It's like, it looks too manga-y. In a sense, he looks like Garfield, and I just can't say that I like it. I don't. I mean, he has the button nose like Shrek did in Shrek 2. It just, no, it don't work that way, man. And then look at everyone else. I mean, look at Winston. He's got like a flat head, and Egon's got like that new school Captain Pike hair going on, and Ray literally looks like a conehead. And Spray's not saying France. We come from France. So, like I said, the Transformers, the monsters, the cars look great. Like right here where Ectotron, scans the, Ecto-1. Then, of course, I love the way the logo gets zapped on. The ghosts look good. But the art, the way they draw the humans, I don't like it at all. That just looks so bad. I was hoping to get a more Harold Ramis look here and a more, just the original Ghostbusters. But this is silly. Ugh. Trying to let that aside. Oh, that face. Moving that aside, I love that the ghost that they have to go against is the ghost of Starscream. Just like it was, I think, in, Beast Wars? Where the ghost of Starscream comes back and, yeah, whole thing. But nonetheless, it's just a great little way that they do the team up and the way that Ectotronimus, or Ectotron, whatever you want to call him, the way he introduces himself to the Ghostbusters. So overall, the story's fun. And then, of course, see, I love it. Oh, it says crossing streams after 35 years, 20 years. Whatever. Maybe I was just trying to feel young. Anyway, letting the human proportions go. The story's fun. The way the Autobots and the Decepticons and the way that Gozer and the Keymaster and the Gatekeeper are drawn. Great work. The colors are great. It's vibrant. It's a fun book. But yeah, I was hoping when I got this particular cover, I was hoping that the Ghostbusters were going to look more like this. That would have been great. I would have accepted that. That has a nice, cleaner, crisp look to it, if you guys know what I'm saying. But overall, Transformers, Ghostbusters, Ghosts of Cybertron. Issue 1 was fun. I would love to read issue 2, but just like I was talking about it a minute ago, trying to get a hold of that single issue, forget about it. So I may have to get this in a collected trade, sadly, so we'll see. Or if you guys have an extra issue 2 that you wouldn't mind kicking my way, let me know. If you all have enjoyed what you've seen, please first and foremost support your local comic shop or wherever it is you like to get your comics and action figures and get yourself a copy or the whole set or a collected trade. And if you've enjoyed this review, we really would appreciate it if you take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Helps the club channel more than you could possibly know. And if you don't mind hitting that fancy little I'm afraid no ghost bell next to subscribe, that way we can continue to upload content. You guys get notified, come to the channel, and we love talking with y'all and hearing your thoughts and feedback down in the comments below or social media pages, which I will make sure to leave the links down in the description. So with all that said, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope y'all continue to have an absolutely amazing day reading, and happy hunting, true believers.